Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maverick Moses. I'm a writing coach, avid reader, and author of the soon-to-be self-published YA dark urban fantasy novel Karma's Children Discovery, the first book of my Karma's Children Trilogy series. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and help support my channel. I would really appreciate it. I try to post new videos twice a week, so if you've already subscribed, make sure you also hit that little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post. Today I will be doing a book review of the Physick book of Deliverance Dane by Katherine Howe. This was originally released in 2009 and is Katherine Howe's debut novel. It made it to the list of USA Today's top 10 books to read in 2009 and is a New York Times bestseller. In addition to being about the Salem Witch Trials, which is what immediately sparked my interest in picking up this book, I was also very interested once I found out that the author of it, Katherine Howe, is actually a descendant of someone who was accused and executed in the Salem Witch Trials back in the 1600s. So I knew this book would be very interesting just because of the fact that it is very meaningful to Katherine Howe because it's her family history in a way. The Physick book of Deliverance Dane follows the main protagonist, Connie, who is a graduate student at Harvard. When she makes a small discovery in her grandmother's old house, she begins research on a name and finds that there is a hidden secret that was buried throughout time about the Salem Witch Trials. Her journey starts out harmless and tame as she tries to research Deliverance Dane as a possible dissertation topic for her PhD, but things quickly turn around and she realizes that there is way more at stake as she works to uncover this mysterious and dangerous secret. This was certainly an epic debut novel. Katherine Howe definitely brings the Salem Witch Trials back to life once again. Whether you have a vivid imagination or not, you'll be thrust into the book thanks to its beautifully detailed descriptions. The wording is so vivid that the book will depict imagery that will suck you in from the start. And you're not standing next to the characters, you're seeing the world through their eyes. The third-person omniscient point of view takes you into the minds of all the characters, especially the main protagonist, Connie. As this is a historical fiction novel, I expected historical facts mixed in with some more imagination, but this matches that and goes far beyond it. The Physick book of Deliverance Dane takes you back to the Salem Witch Trials and makes you feel like you traveled back in time. Not only are the historical facts about the woman who died present in the novel, but Katherine Howe also does an amazing job depicting the language at the time. Katherine Howe employs various interludes throughout the book that skips back in time from the present day of 1991 to the 1690s when the beginning of the Salem Witch Trials started. These interludes are placed very strategically though. As we follow Connie in the present time, we see her research Deliverance Dane and uncover the hidden truths about her. But as these truths happened 300 years before, we're not able to get a clear picture of exactly how it happened until the interludes happen right after. The Physick book of Deliverance Dane is definitely chock full of suspense and mystery, but it didn't really pick up fully until about 100 pages in, which is why I decided to give this 4 stars. I actually came really close to adding this book to my did not finish list because it did take a while for the plot line to really kick off, but I stuck with it, and once it did pick up, it really was just non-stop mystery and suspense until the very end. And that's all the way up until the very end when the plot twist hit. I honestly kind of suspected what would happen in the end based on the little clues that were dropped throughout the storyline, but I didn't picture it being that epic and crazy and serious as it was. In the end though, I did really enjoy the Physick book of Deliverance Dane, so I would definitely recommend it to lovers of historical fiction and anything about like witches and magic. Just make sure that you know that it does take a little bit of time to get going in the plot line, so just stick with it and I promise you won't regret it. I'll leave a link to purchase the Physick book of Deliverance Dane by Katherine Howe in the description, so check that out and comment down below if I sparked your interest. If you like the Physick book of Deliverance Dane, I would definitely recommend that you next read The Secret of the Codex by Melissa Frey, and I'll leave a link to my review of this book down below in the description as well. Be sure to follow me on Instagram for more on my TBR list, my own writings, and see some cool, aesthetically pleasing Bookstagram photos. Then go friend me on Goodreads so we can connect more on our mutual love of books. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye! Whether you have a vivid imagination or not, the book will thrust you into the world they speak. Whether you have a vivid imagination or not, you will be thrust into the book based... Whether you have a vivid imagination or not, the book will thrust... The wording is so vivid that the...